Or harrowing, can you tell us about it?
It wasn't all that harrowing. On a mission over North Vietnam, about the end of the first camera run, something alerted me to there was something wrong. And I started looking around inside the cockpit. I was looking outside for the time being, looking to see who might be after me. Nobody there. But then I noticed the oil pressure gauge on the right engine started fluctuating. I said, oh, stuff. And then I thought, well, maybe this will hold together for a while. But it wasn't long after it started wiggling. It started wiggling more towards zero. So I said, well, yucks. So I kept going a little bit to get out of North Vietnam, as was, and then pretty soon shut that engine down and went to Thailand. And the creation of the problem down there was partly stupidity and, just ignorance of things going on and luck. And everywhere I've ever been in my life, I was issued this bag of Lux when I went through cadets. And, when you need it, you reach in the bag and get a Lux. And I was pulling Lux out routinely, and I was really lucky because sometimes you reach in there and you pull out something else. But anyway, got down in Thailand okay. Single engine landing there, no big deal. Showed the A-12 airplane to everybody in the world down there. And then it took a while, it took about a week to get that thing out of there. So I made the one and only away from home landing with an A-12 during Black Shield. And I'm not proud of that. That's just happened, and I wasn't going to fly home on one. I wasn't going to try it. And it was an air base I could land on, so I did it. And we fixed it and flew it home low and slow. But anyway, that's a one of a kind. Only me could manage that.
Frank, tell them about your officer club adventure.
Yeah, while I was down there, this is funny. While I was down there, I was a captive of the U-2 detachment that I didn't even know there was one at Tak Lee. But the agency had a U-2 hangar and some people down there, but no U-2 at the moment, so that's where they put me. I was there 3 or 4 days, and being a heavy drinker, I said, okay, how about letting me go, give me some civvies, and I'll go over to the club there and get a beer, and said, no way. And I said, come on, guys, crap. They said, okay, we'll send you over with one of our guys, one of the agency guys, escort or something. So we went over there, and I was sitting at the bar, supping on my beer, and I felt somebody tapping on my shoulder, and I turned around, and it's an old guy I'd been stationed with in the States in a fighter squadron. He said, Frank, what the hell are you doing here? I said, oh, I work for Hughes. What do you do for Hughes? I said, I got out, and I'm working on a radar on a hill near here. And he said, oh, so he went on his way. And that was the end of that. Well, I went back in the Air Force a couple of years later, and I was going through sea survival down at Tyndall Field in Florida. And again, I'm sitting in there, and this time I'm in there, I'm a lieutenant colonel just sitting there looking around, and this tap, tap, tap on the shoulder again. This same guy. Frank, what the hell are you doing here? I'm going to sea survival school. He said something about bullshit, and I don't believe you. And he walked off.
The real question is, what was that guy working on?
He was a 105 pilot at Tak Lee.